Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the Royal London Theatre here in London, England for tonight's main event. Scheduled for 12 rounds of heavyweight action between these two great warriors.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, and his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, Lewis.
All right, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's have a nice clean fight. All right, tough smart.
When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number one. Teddy, obviously we have a matchup that the fans love, power puncher versus power puncher, but if you're one of the two trainers, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking about defense. If I can be a little bit better on defense, my power's not going away. I'm still going to be okay in that area.
He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
Good job protecting himself. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Lennox Lewis. Halfway through round number one. Well, nowadays we have so many different weight classes. Used to be only 8 weight classes. Now with all the super and juniors attached to every weight class, you can go up and down the scale with ease throughout your career. Is that good for the game?
No, I don't really think it is, because you're making it too easy for the fighters. You know, I'm not saying that it's not good that they have an alternate to a weight class, but a lot of times when you make things easy, they're going to go for the path that is easier. In other words, somebody should be a middleweight. Now all of a sudden they're going to be a light heavyweight. They're going to be a super middleweight, where with a little discipline, they would have fit into that middleweight frame. It wasn't that they couldn't make it. Now you make it so easy, they don't want to make it.
Targeting each other, the exchange was something special. What a good counter punch by Lewis. Last 10 seconds of this first round. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Big. And this round comes to an end. A round that was highly entertaining. They put forth a non-stop effort.
Well, that's the styles that they figured to bring to this fight. Both guys with good motors.
And another right hand comes in. Well, we're watching Lennox Lewis here tonight, but Teddy, you know, a lot of American fight fans, sometimes they turn the other way with Lennox Lewis. They never really got behind him because they don't like the way he acts as a heavyweight champion.
Well, Americans want you to wear your heart out on your sleeve to a certain point. They like emotion. They love emotion. And Lewis doesn't show that kind of passion. He's very contained, very cerebral. but he knows how to get results where it counts, in the ring.
Wow! That uppercut absolutely rocked him. Boy, I don't like the way his legs look at all right now.
Keep busy, guys. Come on now, keep busy.
Halfway through round number 2. Good looking counter punch. Able to dismiss that body shot. Nice block by Big. Throws a counter punch there. Parries that punch away. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. So we come to the end of the round, and clearly a confidence booster for this man. He got to his opponent. He was able to stun him. Teddy, when a fighter comes back after doing what he just did, do you see them almost light up, like get a little boost of energy because of that?
Yeah, it does build your confidence a little bit. You know, it makes you feel more secure. I can control this man. I had my way.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Teddy, when he won the gold medal in the Seoul Olympics in '88, he toppled Riddick Bowe.
And it showed him right there in the amateurs what kind of level he could get to, what kind of fighters he could beat. And that confidence is serving him now.
Coming to the halfway point of this third round.
Guard your head. Keep working the body.
Fine fundamentals, good counter punch. Lennox able to block that punch. A headshot blocked. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. There it is! Lennox Lewis has gone down. Let's see how he recovers from this.
One, two, three, four, five, six.
And somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid this opponent like the Black Plague.
Cover your head.
10 seconds to go in this third round. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Well-targeted counterpunch by Lewis. Round comes to an end. Knockdown was scored in that round. So, Teddy, you're working the corner of the guy who was just on the floor. What are you telling him?
You're telling him that if he's been down before, you want to actually use that for a positive. I know that sounds crazy, but you say, hey, you've been here before. You've overcome it. You want to remind him that he can get back. And then the most important thing, Joe, is you tell him why he got dropped. So when he goes out there, he's not just scared going into a dark place saying, gee, it's going to happen again. He knows he has control.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head.
In and out. Let's move.
Nice block by Biggs. Obviously, so many career highlights in the career of Lennox Lewis as we watch him in action here tonight. But one of the things he's most proud of is that he was able to face and beat all the heavyweights of his generation, including getting Mike Tyson at the end of Mike Tyson being Mike Tyson.
You know, you use the word proud, and I think that that's so important here. We look at the right hand of Lennox. We look at the size of Lennox, but the pride, that legacy you talked about, he brings that into the ring. That makes him strong.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Oh, and there you go. Big stunned, and he is hurt. He is in a real bad spot right now.
Some punches
Maybe
here.
a punch or two, and he could be on the deck. Oh, boy. He's got to get right to the inside. Just go bear hug this guy.
Either that, Joe, or maybe as big a long shot as this might be, his opponent now is coming in there not worrying about him at all. And he's leaving himself a little bit open. Maybe he can land a bomb. He can land a lucky shot.
Big's cut is on the cheek, and you can see that it's bothering him a bit right now. That's something we'll keep our eye on. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. On the mark, the counter punch by Big. Very good work with that power hand right there. Good, strong, straight shot. So effective as a power shot.
Yeah, it is. And he's pivoting into it. Look at the way he's turning on his foot, and he's putting his back into it. Beautiful.
Nice combination by Big. Fourth round now with its last 10 seconds. That straight right, unable to connect. Comes right back with some offense of his own. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down blue or red corner what he did early. Because sometimes the judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Counterpunch by Lewis. You get the sense that they know no other way how to fight. They are going at it, back and forth, toe-to-toe, punch for punch. Fires right back at him. Got some swelling that's now starting to show. Good block there by Big. Teddy, it seems throughout the career of Lennox Lewis that the American fight fans never totally got behind him because to them, he didn't act the way a heavyweight champion usually acts.
No, well, he didn't put his heart out on the sleeve. He was a little too cerebral, maybe a little too emotionless. You know, Americans, we love emotion. But if you love results, you have to like Lewis.
Able to cover up that gut. A crafty counterpunch after a fine defensive effort by Big. Distance, such a key factor always, Teddy, when it comes to defense. With his good foot movement, he's been keeping that distance. His opponent, how does he close that gap properly?
Well, first of all, he's got to use his jab to close it because he's getting picked off coming in. He's getting pot-shotted. So he's got to have something coming at his opponent that keeps him distracted. Use that jab. Now, don't use it conventionally, Joe. You're jabbing at the head, you're not finding nothing. You're just finding space. So jab a little lower. Drop the sights a little bit. Jab at his chest. Just so you touch something, and then you can work your way in. You can start to find them a little.
Get out of the way from the
Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Last 10 seconds. If I'm his opponent, I look at that eye and I say, that's the magic button. Keep going right there, touch it, touch it, touch it, and we could get a stoppage here.
Well, you're not wrong, but also it could work the other way to your detriment. You could be looking for that spot so much that now you're throwing one punch at a time. You're looking just for that. You're not doing the other things. You're not using the jab to set it up. You're not going to the body. And maybe you actually allow your opponent to survive longer because he could see that one shot coming. He could avoid that one shot.
Landing a two-punch combo by Lewis. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs.
back to the body. It still needs to be on the inside. Let's see some defense. Circle, move, move.
Good defense, just covering up down low. A stinging counterpunch after some fine defense by Big. Big strategy coming in was to land a lot of jabs. Teddy, you got to grade him out with an A here.
Maybe even an A+, Joe. That plus is the right hand. Once the jab has been there, bang, the right hand came just when it was supposed to. Give him an A+.
Double jab by Lewis. Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Able to show you his blocking ability. Teddy, is this becoming a mental thing with him? I mean, he's not firing off the big power punches. I got to wonder why.
You know, that's a good question. Sometimes a guy is making a silent agreement in his mind that maybe if I don't hit him hard, he won't hit me hard back. He's not confident enough now to throw the punches without worrying about what will come back at him.
Over the hump, the back end of the fight now begins. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Trying to keep his distance, trying to keep his range, but still, you have to be offensive-minded.
Yeah, you do. If you're just standing on the outside at the beginning, that's okay. But then your opponent, he's going to walk in on you. There has to be something threatening, something damaging to keep you outside.
Very clean offense from defense by Big.
Keep moving around the ring.
So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
That's a good block by Big. Seconds to go here in this round. Леннокс Lewis is really disappointing us with his lack of work to the body.
Yeah, it is.
A crafty counter punch after a fine defensive effort by Big. Return to sender with the left hand. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. Blocked by Big. Coming towards the end of the 7th round, 10 seconds to go. Teddy, making predictions in boxing is often a dangerous task, but I'll make one right here that seems pretty obvious to me as we come to the end of that round here. This fight is going to be a brutal display as long as it lasts.
It's kind of like going and watching that home run contest. Nobody's trying to hit singles or doubles. You know they're all going for the fences.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. A nice block by Big. Block that time. It was intended to the head. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. The halfway point of round number 8. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
And a well-placed counter by Lewis. It's been 2 minutes of non-stop action. Now the final minute has arrived. Sharp 3 punches landing by Lewis. Able to get rid of that one. Good action throughout. We'll see if it keeps up in this round of what has been a very even fight. Gets rid of that effort. Accurate counter punch by Big. And now another left. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Nice block by Big. Excellent counter punch by Big. Big's now in a spot that many fighters have faced numerous times, and that is, how do you deal with seeing your own blood and knowing that you have incurred some serious damage? Look at that cut around the eye.
No, for a fighter to be able to move to the top, he's got to be tested in a lot of areas. Sometimes the test comes when he's hurt. He's hit on the chin. He's dropped for the first time. Sometimes the test comes when you drop the other guy and he gets up and he comes at you. And sometimes the test comes in the form of a cut. When you see your first blood, when you see it, that it's your blood, how do you behave? We're going to find out right now.
A headshot blocked. Wow, is he defensively sound. Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. And Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pockets. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
And now they start round number 10. And a good counter by Big. And a sharp counter punch punch by Big. Big's learning a real hard lesson here, and it's that a corner man can only do so much when you're dealing with this amount of swelling around the eye.
Yeah, you have that end swell in the corner. Of course, it's a piece of metal that you put in ice. It gets very cold. It retains the cold, and you place it on the swelling. But once it gets started, as you alluded to, Joe, it's tough to stop it. You got to get that ice or get that end swell on it early on before that swelling gets started, before it gets to this kind of place.
One but gives one. Good work by Big. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Good combination punching by Lewis. Against his opponent. A minute to go in what has been 2 minutes of sensational action. Neither man coming off stride. This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
So you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
A crafty counter punch after a fine defensive effort by Big.
You're not focusing.
Nice two-punch combo by Lewis. Round comes to an end. And that's one of those rounds, Teddy, that just takes on a certain style, a certain characteristic. And that was a busy one.
Yeah, it was a busy one. Look, Joe, you don't have to look for these guys. They're right there in front of you.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think sometimes you just get those rounds where it all happens?
Because of styles. You know, styles make fights. In this case, you're seeing proof of that right there. Both guys that are aggressive, both guys that are very confident.
Offensive maestro work there by Big. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Леннокс Lewis. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Well done that time, landing the counter punch. Way to block there. Tried and true method that works out very well. The counter punch landing by Big. Good exchange. He fires back. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Good job staying away from the danger there. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Lewis. Devastating blow by Big. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. A crafty counterpunch after a fine defensive effort by Lewis. Well put together combination by Big. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. 60 seconds to go in what has been a toe-to-toe war. Oh, what a great round. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. Way to block there. Last round of an entertaining fight. Now, for the judges' scores, let's send it up to the ring announcer.
A split decision. Your winner, Леннокс.
Ленnoks Lewis is your winner by a split decision, Teddy.
I'm not so sure that I was watching the same fight as the judges, but hey, they're the ones who get the final say.
So a 2-to-1 split among the judges here ringside. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore saying thanks for being with us.